Demon Llama, welcome back to the stream, man. We haven't seen you in a hot minute. Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy P, also known as Captain P67. I'm here today with a new blast bow god build for Monster Hunter Rise, or Sunbreak per se, depending on what version you have. But this is the most recent version from Title Update 4. And I did want to make this because obviously, again, a lot of people using Element. Element is king and mega damage, mega numbers. However, I found an alternative bow. Not only does crazy super damage, as you can see in the clips at the start, but also just covers every angle. It just does everything you need. Does mega damage, mega crits. It doesn't rely on any sort of dereliction or armor, well, say status draining effects as well, which is kind of key, because a lot of people have complained they don't like health drain abilities, and myself included. When you're running level 220 anomaly quests, you just get one shot literally anyway. But you like with that on, it's just crazy. It's crazy to have. But I did run it. I did run the same build with Bloodlust, and I still beat the mission and still did what I need to do. But yeah, as I show you this, we'll get into the skills in a second. I just want to make sure this build clear for you. So there's no change in scrolls. There's no health drain on it as well. The damage is consistent from base, plus the numbers go up as well. And you can use it literally in every situation, so you don't have to be specified for each monster. It's a blast build, so it doesn't need to be anything specific for each monster. You'll just hit every monster you need to. And one thing I would say, a bit of a bonus compared to, say, an argument against the Element, is because the blast break parts quicker, you're aiming a lot of headshots. And literally every monster I've fought solo, whether I've done it live on stream, I've literally got many parts broken. So without further ado, let's get into the skills real quick. I'll go top to bottom quickly. If you want to go back to my other guide for the switch axe, I went in more depth about each skill. So if you want to refer to that, you can as a base beginning guide. But a lot of people are more intermediate and advanced now. So I'll quickly go through the skills and we'll get it done. So at this, we have attack boost level 7. We have agitator level 5. Key thing about agitator, again, not only does it give you 20 attack on top of your base attack when the monster is enraged, it does give you 15% affinity on top. So that included with Wex will give you 50 plus 65, plus I'll go through some other stuff with you as well. So it's definitely a bonus thing to have. So now we've got max attack as base. Agitator should be activated most of the time as well. And we've got Embolden in there, which will increase the rage of the monsters longer as well. We've got crit boost level 3, so max crits again, 40% extra crits. Wex, which I mentioned already, at 50% increased affinity. Some people argue you don't need this and you don't need these two, but I've done some testing and I definitely feel that if you want to keep your stamina going, I would definitely recommend Constitution 3 and Stamina Surge 3 in your builds. So if you feel like you can't get all this, what I've got, and I'll go for the Curious with you as well, just go for more stamina, because again, you could be doing all the DPS in the world, but if your stamina runs out and you're stuck and you just stand there, you're not doing no DPS, so it's not pointless. If you need to sacrifice 1 or 2 points of damage, do that. However, you can run Furious, Unlimited Stamina, and Strife and Berserk build as well, but again, this is a build, you don't have to swap scrolls or do anything, you just off the bat it's dope and it just keeps going all the way through. We got spread up 3 as well, so greatly increase the power of spread ammo, shrapnel ammo, spread type arrows, a 20% increase I believe on damage, and hence why you see so much big numbers in the damage itself. Adrenaline rush, super dope, so if you dodge an attack at the right time, so perform a perfectly timed evade just as a monster attacks for a temporary attack boost. This will give you an additional 30. Now I've included this in the clip, so you can see me fighting, doing one simple bolt boost to the side and evade. And then obviously that kicks in and the damage goes extra. Embolden I mentioned already as well. So I got Embolden 3. When targeted by a monster, that monster becomes more likely to become enraged, but your own defense is increased as well. So not only do we get plus 40 defense, we obviously enrage a monster more, which will kick in with Agitator. So again, these two syncing together. And at Anomaly Quest, I believe when the Curio is on the monster before you break them off and you degrade it, it does stay on most of that hunt. So with this, you'll have it on most of the hunt, and the most of the fights when you're doing solo, you'll be on there as well. We have stun resistance too as well included. So stun resistance reduces stun duration by 90%. Again, super key. You can have all the attack in the world, but if you've not got no defense, you're going to be dying and you're going to start again, or like getting a fail on the mission. So it's good to have best of both worlds, which I've got all in this build for you. Then we got burst 2, so continuously landing hits gradually increases attack and element attack. So again, we're shooting a lot of arrows, constant burst damage, extra damage on top. I believe it's another 12 on top of your regular attack, plus your agitator, plus this on top as well. Then we have status trigger as well, so included with the adrenaline rush dodge, perform a perfectly timed evade just as the other one. a monster's attack. As a monster attacks, to trigger normal status, build upon hit. Now this is a blast bow, so this is why this kicks in. So no matter what you're doing, the blast procs will not only kick in when they need to, but you're always going to be hitting this with one dodge. And the status trigger is on a level 2, so we have a duration of 8 seconds, which is definitely plenty of time. Hence, if you watch those clips, how much damage I did in such a short burst of time. Then we got Intemperate Heart 2. So again, for survivability, we got good defense. And then we got the extra emboldened defense. And this also, after filling the gorge by continuously landing hits, attacks, negates damage reactions, and reduces damage taken from a single attack, that would knock you back. So basically, you got a bar in your top left corner. Keep attacking the monster, that fills up. If for any instance you actually do get hit, instead of taking like mega damage, you'll take, I believe it at level 2 70%, so it's a heck of a reduction amount of damage, especially at these level 220 quests. And not only on top of that, the monster will actually explode and take 300 damage off you. Well, not the monster explode, you'll explode, do 300 damage to the monster as well, so on top. So again, if you want to keep in the monster's face and you want to do constant damage, you got that. We've also got a blast attack included as well, so increase the rate of blast build up. It's a blast bow, like I said. It's got some other stuff in there. Build up boost will kick in anyway. That's the good thing about build up boost. It will kick in regardless, but status trigger, make sure it implements it like every time you get that evading as well. So this increases the rate of the blast build up plus 5% plus bonus 1. Some of the blast box are doing 300. I think it's 200 of base, but in the clips they're doing 300. So I'm not sure if there's a reason why the extra blast is happening, but I'll take it. But just to say, argument's sake, it's a minimum of 200. But you can get 300 blast procs, which can do some damage as well. Mind's Eye is built into the build. Obviously, you're not really meant to be using this for boss per se, but I found it on some parts of the monster, the hard parts, your arrows can deflect. If you can include it, why not? Which I did, so I didn't sacrifice them. This is just a bonus. But if you're shooting like bad parts of the monster, sometimes you still get damage. Whether it's grey numbers, I've still done about 250, like a 50, 60, 60, 60, 60, and a 50 or something. A couple of random numbers, so always damage regardless. Evade extender, because it's a spread bow. A lot of people do recommend a Evade Extender level 1, so I've included this, and I found that for myself. I agree. I think that Evade Extender 1 is just the perfect way to maneuver out, keeping the monster's face to the damage. Again, more we got for multiplayer. Prevents knockbacks and the reaction to small damage, that's flinch free. That's a level 1. We also have Blood Right in there as well. Now, where I mentioned that if you're breaking the monster's parts, you can actually get your HP back with Blood Right. So again, proportion of damage dealt is converted to health when striking a broken monster part. Now in those clips again, I literally broke like multiple parts of the monster. Again, you can keep your HP up and just keep flowing with the Blood Right on there. Stay in the fight, do more DPS. You don't have to sheath and unsheath, keep rehealing, come back, and it works absolute wonders. Then we got Spirit Bird's Call again. If you're a casual player and you don't know where all the Spirit Birds are on the map, you're just learning the game, definitely recommend this skill. Get it level 1. As you're farming for those, you can get Spirit Birds randomly coming to you as well. And even if you just say wanted to do a semi-speed run, you could just take similar build and just have Spirit Birds Call 1 on, get across the map, maybe get 1 or 2 Spirit Birds to help you and go from there. And that's it, folks. That's all the skills included for you. I'm going to quickly go through the charts and the decorations and everything as well, and we'll cover that for you as well. So let's just move this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over to here to here, and let's get this over the screen. That way you'll be able to see everything you want to. And I'll quickly go through the decorations, talisman and everything. So yeah, the blast bow I did decide to use was the 6 Glowing Oaths, which is the Blood Orange Bishaten bow, which is absolutely amazing. It does come with the Critical Jewel Plus, which saves a lot for your build. So other bows you'll have to get that, which would cost like a 4 decoration. But this has this built in. And you see the spread level 5 at the bottom right of the corner? It's just amazing. It's an arc shot with the brace. And we've gone for Critical Jewel and your Soul Jewel as well. Now, one thing I probably didn't mention is in the same build, affinity, quickly we'll go over this, is important on bows. So like I said, we've got 50 affinity off the Wex. We've got 65 based off the Agitator, when that kicks into that 65. We also have, on the equipment itself, we actually have 5% on there. So you add that to the number I just said before, and then on top of all of that, we have the Soul 3, which actually gives you 15% affinity as well. So just to quickly recap, if you're talking about affinity, you want a high amount of affinity. We got 50 off Wex. We got 15 off Agitator, that's 65. Plus the 5 that's on the bow itself, which is 70. Then add on the 15 from the Curio Soul Oil, so that is 85% affinity. So it's a very high amount of affinity, almost at 100. But again, you can change this out and make the build and change it how you want it. You could go for Bloodlust and get that affinity higher as well, so that's an option for you. But again, we've gone for the Blood Orange Bishop Bow, Critical Jewel in there, the Aerosol in there, Golden Loon Helm, Tenderizer Jewel, Critical Jewel. We've got the Omnio Karigunu. We've got it for a Physique Jewel, Attack Jewel 2, Spirit Bird 1. We've got the Omnio Teku. We've gone for a Counter Attack Jewel 4, Bloodning Jewel 3, Tenderizer 2. We've got the Omnio Atiobi. We used the Jumping Jewel 2, Attack Jewel 2, Intrepid 1. We've gone for the Valstrat Screes Epoch. We've gone for a Spread 4 and a Spread 3. And then the Talisman I believe I got kind of lucky on this as well. Yeah, basically I got 3 attack boosts plus there's 2 stamina surges in there with the 2 1 slots in there. So that's hence why we got that in the build. And the Curio crafting, I'll go for that with you as well. And we'll quickly check that. So yeah, on the Curio armor crafting, we went for a negative 4A. So we took 4A, got a build up boost. On the helmet and the chest, we got 1 last stamina surge, but we got a build up boost, which is key, plus a 4 slot. But again, the build does have full stamina surge, and I've worked through all that. So again, the build is very meticulous, and I made it as perfectly as I could to cover everything you need. Omnio Teku, we've gone for a negative stamina surge again, a 4 slot and a 2 slot, or 4 slot and a 3 slot. The Omnio Atiobi, we've gone for no negatives at all, but then we got lucky on the roll. We got Blast Attack and Constitution, which I rolled on stream. So everything I pretty much do is on stream, and it's all done live if you enjoy that sort of stuff as well. And then the Valstrat Screes, we lost 1 stun resistance, but we got build up boost and Mind's Eye in there, which was super dope. And that's why I mentioned that earlier. So yeah, there you go, folks. I kind of covered everything for you. I'll just go over this last but not least. But yeah, as I augmented the bow, I added 5% for the affinity on the augmentations. I added attack on top as well to attack. And then of course the Rampage decoration I changed for that deal or soul for that extra bit of affinity. I would recommend more affinity, but if you want to go for more raw damage, you can change it to your own playstyle. But yeah, there you go, folks. That is the God build for you. So if you want me to cover any other builds, let me know. My Switch Axe build, the poison one's got a lot of views, and I appreciate that for everyone for checking that out. I have got a pretty badass Sword and Shield build coming out as well, so I'll get that released in the next few days. But again, I stream on Twitch every day for 4 to 6 hours, 3 to 4 different games. Links will be in the description below. So if you need anything else, just join the stream. If you need a carry or any sort of support, or you got any questions about builds and certain things you want me to cover. But like I said before, I just like to do original builds. Again, a lot of people are doing element builds, which is perfectly fine. You know, you can call it the meta, but I think it's just gives you extra bit of creativity and originality when you got like a build that's slightly different, not using everything that everyone else is using, the same style of videos that everyone's doing as well. So yeah, you'll enjoy. But yeah, just no blast in the background right there. No pun intended with the blast ball going. It's always a blast for real. But yeah, man, that's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed the content. Thanks for joining. Thanks for supporting. And if you need anything else, let me know, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy and peace out.